All right, hello and welcome to Shape Up. We've got a nice good mix of things to do today, so that's pretty exciting. So we're gonna start off with the warm up. So starting with the three-way leg swing, we're gonna plant that right foot, and on the left side, we're gonna swing forward and back. Nice big lift, aiming for 10 repetitions for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then crossing it over, getting those arms in there like windshield wipers for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so bringing that knee up, we're going to open it to the side. So nice big lift to the side for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, changing it over to the other side. So planting that left foot, nice big swing forward and back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then changing it over to the other side here. Nice big reach side to side, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to bring that knee up. We're going to open it to the side and just a little rotation through that core for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so we're going to bring it off to the side, and then as you come to the center, we're going to do a little switch stance, and then off to the other side. So just adding a little bit of pep in the step. So we're going to go for 10 repetitions. So here we go. So we're going to go for 1, little hop here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, we're going to stretch the glutes. So we're going to draw that knee in, working side to side. So you're not holding that too long. You're just nice big stretch up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and make that number 10. And then squatting down, we're going to take a nice little kick back here, then squat down again, and then we'll do the other side. Okay, so we'll go for 10 of those. So drop it down, nice lift, 1, 2, 3, kick it back, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one here, and 10. Okay, guys, let's pivot over to the left. Press that right heel into the floor. We're going to pump it up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then change. Pressing that left heel to the floor. Big lift up and down for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good work. Okay, so let's open the arms to the sides. So nice big hug of yourself. We'll go for 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, big squeeze, 9, 10, and then big reach to the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, some elbow rotations in there. So let's work on those out. All right, and then in the opposite direction, nice big squeeze here. And then some wrist rotations. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath, and then rotate in the other direction. And then let's relax. Okay, so let's grab a quick drink. And then we're gonna start off with our cardio warm-up. We have 8 exercises to do on this one. And then we're gonna go for 40 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest. So for the first exercise, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off with the football shuffle side to side. And remember here with the football shuffle, there's just no jumping. So speed or working in the wide to narrow foot positions will change the intensity of the movement. So whichever you want to do, you can do speed, a combination of wide and narrow. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's get ready. So we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here we go. Let's pump that out nice and strong, guys. So nice, quick feet, like football shuffle or quick feet, whatever. It's got a couple different names there. All right, so shifting those feet side to side. Nice fast feet. Okay, so working that out. We have 20 seconds left on the clock. So let's keep that going nice and strong. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. I always have to remind everybody of that. So just keep that at the top of your list. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now coming into jumping jacks, we have the jumping jack high impact movement, and then we've got the jumping jack low impact movement. Okay, so pumping that out in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's pump that out nice and strong. Now just remember to breathe. Don't hold. All right, let's keep that going. All right. So just remember too, if you want to do something in the middle, I always do kind of remind you that you can do some low impact movements, and then you can combine the low impact again with the high impact. So maybe like 3 and 3 or 4 and 4, something like that. You can do whatever mix that you want. Okay, so keep that going nice and strong. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath here. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so some swing steps side to side. Okay, so my right foot swings, my left foot swings, moving side to side. Now, just to increase the intensity, you can just go quicker, okay, or slower, just to bring it down a little bit. Okay, so your choice. Just remember to land with soft knees. Try not to lock out those knees. You don't want to do that. All right, so keep that going. And then we're going to do a combo movement. We're going to do butt kicks with squats. So we'll go for 4 butt kicks and 2 squats on the next one. So 14 seconds. We're almost there, guys. 10 seconds left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so butt kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4 with that low impact. And then you can also do a high impact squat if you want, just depending on you, of course. Okay, so here we go. So 4 butt kicks, 2 squats, any kind of combo of intensity that you want to do. So if the squat jumps are too much, just do regular squats. If butt kicks are too much for high impact, just do regulars. And then remember too, like you can do a couple of those high impact, a couple of those low impact. If you feel like you want to just up it a little bit, but you just can't do the full impact, that's fine. Okay, so coming up next, we're going to do some lunges. We didn't get to really any front lunges in our warm up. So we're going to come into lunge forward, come back, and then just change sides. So lunge forward, come back. So very simple active rest movement. Keep the heel off the floor and the back foot, and then push back. So just nice and strong here. Really focusing on those movements. Some nice big squeeze. Okay, so we're at the halfway mark for stat or for exercises. So we've got 3 left after this one finishes up. All right. Okay, so 15 seconds left. We're almost there in 10. All right. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so punch, swing, step side to side. And then we have the higher impact one. We've got the little jump in there. So side to side. So pump it out nice and strong. Okay, so let's keep that going. All right, now the next one coming up, we're going to do a lateral step or jump to the side, and then we're going to incorporate a squat or squat jump. Okay, so 14 seconds. Almost there, guys. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so lateral jump or step, and then you're either going to do just a regular squat or a squat jump, and then right back to the other side. Okay, so either a step, squat, step, squat. Okay, so any style there, you can do the jump, you can just do the regular squat, or you can do the jump squat, or you can do both the high impact movements. Either or works great. Just find your best, your very best. Okay. All right, so let's keep that going nice and strong there. We have 14 seconds left and we have one set left, one exercise. Okay, so let's do some jumping jacks, coming up with squats again. So 2, 1. Okay, so any style of jumping jack. And then we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Okay, so get ready. Go last set, last exercise. Pump it out nice and strong. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. All right. So let's keep that going. 20 seconds. So remember to breathe. I always have to say that right. Top of the list, breathe. Keeping it going. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, nice work. Okay, so let's rest, grab a drink, let that heart rate come down a little bit, and then we're going to move on to a different round. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to 7 exercises on the clock, so I'm just going to adjust that. And then we're going to still work in that 40-second range with 15 seconds of rest. Now with this one, now you can add a weight if you want, or just do the body weight, whatever you want to do. But that's going to be a squat and then a kick back, a squat and then a kick back. So we're alternating side to side. And we're kind of moving at a fairly quicker pace. So, you know, not a full out like cardio pace or a little bit of a slower pace as we do with the strength, but just sort of an in between there. Okay, so now if you're going to use a weight, you're more than welcome to do 2 at the side or hold 1 at the chest. All right, so let's get ready now, get into position. 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's going to be a squat, kick, 40 seconds of work. Now, when you're doing that kick back, making sure that when you do the kick back, that you squeeze the glute here, the knee does not bend in the movement, so it doesn't look like that, okay? All right, so keep it going. After this one, we're going to be doing mountain climbers, where we're going to do 4 knees in or step ins, and then you're going to integrate 1 push up in there. So we're hitting the floor after this, okay? So 9 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you're doing low impact, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're integrating a push-up either off the knees or on the knees for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, so any style there that you guys want to do is fine. You can integrate the higher impact for the mountain climber and then do the push-up from the knees. But any style is fine. However you want to mix and match the movements, that's fine too. Okay, so coming up after this one, we've got some lunges. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so for this one, you can use a weight, either one at the chest, 2 at the sides. You're going to step it back, and then I want you to bring the knee up, and then change sides. Step it back, knee up, then change sides. Okay, so if you're holding weight, it's going to be those 2 at the side or 1 at the chest. That's up to you. All right, now just remember when you're doing your lunges, I always remind you guys of this. When you're stepping back, in this case, you have to make sure that the heel of the foot stays off the floor. You're not pressing the heel into the floor when you step back into the lunge. Okay. Okay, so coming up after this one, we're going to be on the floor again. This one's another little bit of a challenging one. Okay, so you're going to do jumping jacks, 1, 2, 3, or just stepping out, 1, 2, 3 is fine. And then you're going to bring it into a side plank, 1, or drop the knee for support, take that side plank, then back to either the jumps or the steps, and then you would just rotate over to the other side. Okay, 1, 2, 3, side T plank, lower down, 1, 2, 3, and maybe from the knee, T plank. Okay, so whatever style best suits you on that one. It's a little bit more challenging on that. Okay. Okay, so getting onto your mat, laying flat on the back. We're going to do some butterfly bridges. Draw the soles of the feet together, lifting the hips. All right, just a lift up, lower down, lift up, lower down. Okay, so nice big lift up. You've got the butterfly bridge, so the soles of the feet are connected. And then we're just doing bridge lift up and down. Pushing through the sides of the feet. Think about squeezing the glutes as you lift. Okay. Okay, then after this one, we're going to stay in the butterfly feet, and we're going to do some abs. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so lowering down, reach the arms overhead, sitting up, finger taps here at the front, lower down, lifting up, finger taps. Okay, now if you can't do the full lift, that's fine too. You can just do quarter sit-ups, half sit-ups, whatever suits you there for that. It's a harder exercise, but keeping in mind with the feet connected here and then with the arm movements overhead, it's going to give you a little bit of momentum. Okay, so we got one more exercise after this. Get rid of my mat again so I don't trip on it. So 10 seconds. Almost there. Okay, so we're going to squat, then rotate 90 degrees, squat, rotate, squat, rotate. Maybe rotate in the other direction. Don't make yourself dizzy. So squatting down. Okay, so just remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. Pumping that out nice and strong. All right, so last set. Okay. Oh, there's my buddy. You guys haven't seen him in a while. He hasn't been lingering around very often. He stays upstairs a little bit more. Okay, good job. So let's rest, grab a drink, and then moving up. What we're going to do next, we have 10 exercises on the block here. And this is going to be a mix. So we have cardio, a little bit of strength, some abs. So it's just a nice big mix of goodies. So for the first exercise, we're going to do 4 high knees combined with 2 lunges. So you'll do that without weights. So it'll be your typical 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just step back here. And then you'll do the 2 lunges. Do the 1 and then 2 and then back to 4 high knees again. Okay, so we'll start first with that. And then on the second exercise, just to give you a heads up, we're going to be hitting the mat and we're going to do some chest presses. So you'll need to have your weights handy there. Just make sure that when you're jumping around, the weights aren't in the vicinity where you can step on them, okay? All right, so I just need to adjust the amount of exercises on this guy. All right, so we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4 high knees. 4 high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that nice lunge forward. 1 and 2. And then back to 4 high knees. And then stepping forward. 1 and other side. 2. Okay, so keep that going. And then after that, like I said, we're going to hit the floor. We've got some chest presses to do. And that's going to be double arm chest press. And we can do some options to integrate the core if we want. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So feet to the sky, flatten the lower back. And we're going to do some chest press up and down. So with that back, lower back is flat, you're in pelvic tilt. So the lower back's connected to the floor. So nice big lift up. Now remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath here as you do that movement. Okay, guys? Just remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Okay, so we're going to stay on the mat after this one. We've got bicycles coming up next. And then I'll just show you a couple of different variations of the bicycles. All right. Okay, so 10 seconds. Okay, so lifting up through the chest if you like, and then you can integrate the bicycle movement slow and controlled. You can also rest flat on your mat, keep the arms to the sides. And then you can actually integrate a little bit of sit up if you want. So you can hold, you can lift, you can lower. Okay, so again, if you just want something that's more in between, you can do that movement as well. Maybe you can't hold the whole 40 seconds up top, but you want something a little bit more challenging than just laying flat on the back. So integrating a little bit of up and down, and that works great too. Okay, so coming up next, we've got jumping jack squats. Jumping jack squats. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Okay, resting, and then we have jumping jack squat. Jumping jack squat. Now you can do that modified jack squat. Modified jumping jack with the squat. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Any of those work great. Working those out nice and strong. Again, if you want something in the middle range, do a few of the modification ones and then a few of the higher intensity ones. Okay, so remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath here. Okay. Coming up after this one, we have lunge pulses. So 10 seconds. Okay, so we're sitting into lunge and then we're pulsing. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. Okay. All right, so pumping those out nice and strong, guys. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Okay. All right. Okay, so then after this one, we're going to get on the mat. We're going to do some bird dogs next. Okay, so we're working on the abs and the back, some core work. Okay, so 5 seconds on this one. Okay, so opposite arm and leg lift and then change sides. You got to bring that arm all the way up to the ear height. Okay, leg comes right out to the hip height. Okay. And it's always a long lengthened arm. Okay, same with the leg, it's always long. So there's no bending, there's no like sort of half movement in between. It's just a long leg and it's in line with the hip as you extend it out. Then you're going to notice that you have to contract those abs, you got to keep those hips in line. So there's a lot of work that goes actually into the bird dog. Some people just fly through and they're like, oh, this is too easy. Well, a lot of the time they've done it completely incorrect. So really focus on those that form and those tips that I've given you. Okay, so we have 2 jumping jacks with sumo squats next. So it's going to look like this. We're going to go 1, 2, sumo, 1, 2, 1, 2, sumo, 1, 2. Now, if you're doing the low intensity jumping jack again, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, and then step it apart, and then you've got your sumo 1, 2. So a little bit more controlled, way less jumping around on that movement. All right. Okay. Ooh, then after this one, we have a little bit of weights on it, a little bit of weights. So we've got some side laterals with some front raises coming up next. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've got the front raise, and then that's going to be combined with the lateral raise. So if I'm doing the side lateral raise, it looks like this, or you can bend the arms to do that movement, and then a lift up to the front. Now, if you find it too much to do a double arm lift, you can do one at a time. Okay. All right, so any style there. And because we're on the timer, we can do that. Okay, so after this one, we're going to do some crossovers. Actually, first what we'll do curtsy lunge, and then we'll hit the mat to finish this round off. And that way we don't have to get to and from the mat. Okay, 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so curtsy lunge, alternating. We have 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're really working that curtsy. Okay, so let's do that. So curtsy lunge, you got that little curtsy. Let's go back. Okay, so if you're looking at that from the side, it's stepping a little bit on that angle. If you can notice with the way the camera is situated, sometimes it's hard to see what the angles look like. But I literally step back on a diagonal when I do that one. So I'm not stepping straight back, it's on diagonal from the other foot, okay? All right. Okay, then after this one, we'll hit the mat to do some crossovers to finish off this round. All right. Okay, so crossovers, laying flat on the back, palms are together. We're going to lift up. We're going to rotate to the one side, lower back down. Other side. So just remember to breathe out as you lift up. Okay, so lifting up and down. And then just remember too, you don't need to come all the way up. You can just do quarter movement as well. Hey, buddy. He's coming to say hello. He's got moral support here for you guys. He got his hair cut. I don't know if you guys noticed. He's got a big haircut done now. He's usually big and puffy, if you remember in some of the previous videos. Full on fluff ball. So nice big lift up, breathing out, and then right back down. So yeah, because now he doesn't have his coat. He hangs around upstairs because it's warmer upstairs than it is in the basement. So he's not taking up residence on my mat like he usually does in my videos. Okay, guys, so let's take a rest now. Good job on those. Grab a drink, and then we're going to move on. Okay. All right, so we still have a little bit of time left. So what I would like to do is focus a little bit on some weights. So I'm going to bring our work time. Okay, we have 9 exercises. I'm going to bring our work time down to 30 seconds and then 10 seconds rest. So it's going to be quick. And then we'll stretch it out. Now the first exercise we have up here for 30 seconds, we're going to do the rear fly, bringing those arms out to the sides. Abs are nice and tight as we do that movement. Okay, so let's get ready here. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're just flying those arms out to the sides. And when you're in that bent over position, notice my back, it's flat. So I'm not rounding in my back. I'm not lifting like this. Okay, I'm not flying my arms back here. I want flat back, arms come out so that you can see them in the peripheral vision. I'm very picky about that because that's a very 2 to 3 very common errors I see all the time. Okay, so pump that out nice and strong. Now we're just going to bring that right into shoulder presses next. So let's alternate those. Okay, so pump those up and down. Now remember what I said? I always say, just reminding you, I always say with any of the standing up exercises, the sort of the rule of the thumb is feet hip width apart, knees are bent, and then abs are contracted to support the movements that you're doing. Okay. All right. 5 seconds. This is like our power strength workout. Okay, so moving on to arm curls. Now you can do double arm if you want here. Full range of motion, that means up and down, okay? Then, or you can alternate them, okay? Because we're on the timer, we can play around a little bit more with various movements and timing of stuff because we're not counting the reps. It's just on a timer. You guys are a little bit more free to do what you want, okay? All right, coming up after this one, we have tricep kickback. So usually sometimes you're more stronger with those curls. So you're gonna have to lower the weight for kickback. Okay, so elbows are tucked in on both sides. All right, my back, look, it's flat. All right, and I'm kicking back here. My elbows stay tucked. All right, so a lot of common errors that I see is that elbow flies past the back. All right, that puts a lot of stress and strain right here on that shoulder joint. So I want that elbow to stay tucked in, and then I'm working on range of motion here. Now there's nothing wrong with doing full range of motion. So all the way here to the shoulder, and then all the way back to full extension. You want to feel the back of the arm. This is your tricep. You want to feel that. Ooh, okay. Let's do some switch jumps with jumping jacks. What are those? They look like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, just remember, you can do your low impact jacks, and then for switch jump low impact, it would just be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're just taking the jump out of the switch jumps, and you're doing more like switch steps side to side. Okay, so squat with the glute kick. Now we did this one earlier. So we squat down, glute kick it back, squat down, glute kick it back. Now, actually, I don't think we did this one earlier. That was in the last class. Okay, so you squat down and then you're going to kick it back. Now, when I say kick it back, it's working from the hip joint when you do it. Okay, not the knee. Don't kick it. You don't kick your leg back, bending your knee. All right, you guys are doing awesome. Okay, so let's hit the mat. We're going to do clamshells next. Okay, let's do plank clamshell. So lift up and lower down. Lift up, lower down. Now, if you find that too difficult, just stay here or rest on the side, whatever variation, but you don't have to do your lift. Okay, so you can do it like this. You can do it like this. And then, or you can do the lift, lower, lift, lower. And then all we're gonna do is change sides. Change it over to the other side. All right. Get ready. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Okay, so nice and strong here. Let's pump that out. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Okay, so after this one, we're gonna do seated lean backs. Okay, I like this one. This is like 3 exercises in one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we got shoulder press, lean back for abs, press away for chest and arms, come back. Shoulder press, lean back, press away, come back up. Okay, so a couple different movements there. You want to do the shoulder press, you're leaning back and then pressing away for upper body and arms, working the abs. All right. Okay, so this is your last set. Then we're going to take a few moments. We're going to stretch it out. And since we're already in that seated position, we'll stay in that seated position to do our stretches. So we're almost done here. All right, nice work, guys. Okay, so let's draw the soles of the feet together here, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to fold forward and then release. Fold forward and then release. Folding forward and release. Fold forward and then release. Okay, so laying on your side. Okay, so drawing the heel of a foot in towards the glute, taking a nice stretch through the quadricep. Now just remember, you can just work on range of motion if that one doesn't work for you. So remember to breathe here, don't hold the breath. Okay, then we'll just change it off to the other side. Tucking that in, drawing that heel in towards the glute. And then let's release that, push ourselves up. Okay, so we'll come into cat and cow, round the back, drop the belly, lift the chin and tail. And again, rounding the back. And dropping the belly down, lifting the chin and tail. And again, rounding the back. And excuse me, dropping the belly down, lifting the chin and tail. And then just coming right back to center. All right, so let's come on up to the feet. Let's take a little stretch through the calves. We're going to draw that heel to the floor. Take a nice stretch here, holding that. Okay, and then over to the other side. Press that heel to the floor. Remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Okay, and then we'll bring it back. And a few of the arms here, nice big lift up. And reach to the left. And to the right. And to the left. And to the right. Let's come back to center, lower the arms down, connect the fingers together, open the chest. Then roll it forward. And then let's relax. All right, guys, nice work today. I hope you enjoyed the workout. It was quite a fast-paced movement, fast-paced workout, I should say. All right, guys, see you back here next week. Enjoy. Have a great week. Bye for now.